Today I'm going to make a case for exactly why that this Los Angeles Chargers offense is going to be a top 5 unit in the NFL. I know that sounds like a stretch. A lot of people aren't going to believe me when I say it, but when I pulled up this list here that LAFB put out, it's easy to see how that could happen, and I'm going to explain myself. Now, before I do, welcome back to the Charged Up Podcast. My name's Dan. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it really does help grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. So obviously at quarterback, we're not worried, right? Justin Herbert, running back Omarion Hampton, 3 receivers, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, Trey Harris, tight end Aronde Gadsden, fullback Alec Ingold. Then we have Rashawn Slater, Jake Slaughter, Tyler Biadasz, Cole Strange, and Joe Alt. Now, are there some concern, like Jake Slaughter's a rookie? Cole Strange has been good in Mike McDaniel's system, but we don't know if that's going to continue. What's Quentin Johnston's development going to continue to look like? And can Ladd and Trey Harris and Omarion Hampton, along with Aronde Gadsden, can they take a step forward? Honestly, I think the answer to that would be all positive for the Chargers. I don't see Cole Strange as not fitting in Mike McDaniel's system all of a sudden. Jake Slaughter is a very athletic guard, and again, if he doesn't start, we still have guys like, whether it's Awosika, Penning, we'll see. I mean, there's other options there. Maybe even Trey Pipkins plays guard. We'll see. That was the plan last year, by the way, so maybe that happens this year. Maybe he outplays Cole Strange. There's some question marks for sure. Can big play Trey Harris continued his development? Ladd had a bit of a down slump last year. What happens with him? Does Quentin Johnston continue to produce at a high level and get even better? The biggest concern I think we all have, though, is can this team stay healthy? If they can, they're going to get some injuries here or there. They'll get banged up once in a while. But if they can stay relatively healthy, like way healthier than last year, I don't see how this is not a top 5 unit. Top 5 quarterback, explosive, heavy running back. And by the way, that this doesn't even mention the depth. Keaton Mitchell, Kamani Vidal, Brennan Thompson, David Njoku. The depth on the offensive line is there. We drafted 4 guys. So there's a lot of positive news. But the thing is, if Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater don't play, and then Biadasz gets hurt, and then our backups get hurt, then we're screwed. I don't see with this schedule this year Justin Herbert being able to drag this team into the playoffs all by himself. But if they can stay relatively healthy, I really think you're going to see some big things happening with this team. We all know their defense is still going to be good. Why would they be bad all of a sudden? Picked up Akeem Mesidor, so they got 3 pass rushers again. Yeah, Jesse Mitter's gone, but one of his proteges, a guy who coaches a lot like him, Chris O'Leary, is now the defensive coordinator. Same system. Why would they be bad? Again, injuries could pop up, but if they stay relatively healthy, I mean, good luck staying on the field if you're another team's offense, and good luck getting off the field when Omarion Hampton and Keaton Mitchell are pounding the rock, and you got a lot of heavy personnel out there. Teams start to get on their toes. All right, they're running the ball, and then they throw it over their head. You come out with a lot of heavy personnel, 13, 22. I think you're even going to see 23 and 32s at times. We'll have to see. I'm not exactly familiar with how Mike McDaniel runs his heavy-set personnel, but I do think you're going to see a lot of it. That's why they got all that depth. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this a top 5 offense, or do you think I'm crazy?